Hi guys, welcome to Iron Element. This is Intense 6. That's right, we are on day 1. I'm Mike, thanks for joining me in the gym. And today we're going to kick off the Intense 6 program. If you watched the intro, you already know what this is about. This is a 6-day-a-week, and yes, it is intense. Hence the name, Intense 6. Okay, day 1, we are working on the chest. We are going to build the chest, and we are going to burn it down. It is going to be burning. It is going to be sore. It is going to be hard, but it is going to be a lot of fun because it's really, really fun when you're working only one muscle and you can just hit that muscle. So let's get started, guys. I'm glad you are joining me in the gym. Get ready for your first workout. It's going to be, your first lift is going to be the bench press. Traditional flat bench press. Get some lighter weight on there. We're going to warm up with a couple of sets like we always do. Okay? So pause if you need to get your weights ready. I'll just wait while you pause it. Go ahead. And you're ready to go. Okay. Now, get some light weight on there. You want to work with at least 50% of your working weight. Okay? So I got 135 on here, which is more than 50%, but you could do 60%, whatever, anything like that. It's easy because I got the 45s on, of course. For you guys who lift, you know, I'm just doing it because it's easier than having to swap them out later. So let's get ready. We're gonna get our first lift in, and it's gonna be 6 reps, right? Usually on the warm up, I like to do a couple of sets of 6 reps. Let's get going. No delay. You guys ready? Welcome to Intense. Let's get it done. Here we go. First warm-up set. Let's go. 6 reps. Feel it. There we go. Take a quick break, and we'll do another set in a minute. Now, do you ever load up the warm-up weight and you start warming up and you think to yourself, man, that's heavy. How am I going to lift the regular one? You know why that is? If you ever wonder why, because you haven't really primed your central nervous system. I use the word primed. That's not really true. But you're really like waking it up and you're getting ready for it to tackle a little bit heavier weight. So in the beginning, you think 135 is heavy. How am I going to even do more? But you know what, as you do a couple of warm-up sets, your body starts to get used to it, okay? Some people need 3 warm-up sets. It depends, right? Do what works for you. Just pause the video if you need an extra one, and you'll be good to go. I have all my numbers written down here. Okay, I'm gonna forget it here for you. I've already done this. I wrote the program. Now we're working through the video here. Let's get another warm-up set in before we get started. Okay, 6 reps. Try to control it, right? Don't drop the weight on your chest. You're really trying to get used to feeling the weight right now. Let's go, 6 reps. Get it done. Plant your feet nice and firm, right? There we go, 6 reps. Beautiful. Now, if you're ready, you're warmed up. If you need another warm up, do it. If you don't, you're ready to go. Now, here's how it works. I explained it in the intro, but in case you forgot, we are mostly gonna work in a reverse pyramid training style. Actually, we are going to always work in that style. So sometimes you might hear RPT or reverse pyramid training. What does that mean? I'll tell you as I load up some weight here. I forgot what even my first weight is. So, reverse pyramid training is when you start with your heaviest weight and you go at your lowest reps. Okay? Whereas traditional bodybuilding, you would do maybe 12 reps at a lighter weight, then you go 8 reps at a heavier weight, maybe 6 reps at a heavier weight. This is the opposite. We got 4 sets on the bench press. 4, okay, not 3, 4. And we're gonna start at our heaviest weight, and we're gonna start for 4 reps only. The first set is 4 reps at your heaviest weight. Then we're gonna take weight off and do a couple more and do another set with higher reps, okay? And so on and so on. We're going upwards on the reps, down on the weight. Now, I have a program plan in Excel. I guess you could save it in PDF too, whatever you want. Just let me know, I'll send you whatever one you want. Go on Instagram, okay? Follow me, message me on Instagram. It's iron_element fitness, okay? You'll find me there, shoot me a message, ask for the free plan. Everything's free, I charge zero, I'm not making any money. I make nothing off of anything. YouTube doesn't pay anything unless you have millions of followers, guys. So anybody think I'm making money? I'm not, this is all free, okay? I'll send you the plan, just message me and say, send me the plan. I'll get your email address and I'll email you the copy of the plan, and you can track it yourself. It's got all the tracking. For the first set, for the first exercise, I even go off your 1 rep max. So if you enter your 1 rep max for your bench press, let's say you put 200 pounds, it'll calculate how much weight that you want to do for each lift. It'll push you on that. So it'll do that math for you. And then the other lifts, you can put in whatever you want. Okay, enough talk. You ready for your first lift? 4 reps, guys. This is the mental part of it. This is the reason why I like to do reverse pyramid. You're gonna go your heaviest that you wanna go, but only for 4 reps. And if you use my workout plan, my Excel, it will calculate that number for you. So you just do what it says. If you can't do it, that's okay. You can lower your 1 rep max and you can adjust. It's all about adjusting. But that's what you wanna do. So mentally, only 4 reps, that's easy. Anybody can do 4 reps. You ready to go? I am. Time to grow that chest, guys. I wanna get a big chest, I need it. Here we go, guys. 4 reps, whenever you're ready. Let's go. That's it. And we are done that one. Now, the reason I like to do 4 reps at the beginning is because it's actually, you're at your strongest, right? You know that. You're at your strongest in the beginning of the workout, not later, right? Later on in the workouts, when you're on your 4th set, you're gonna be tired, right? So why push yourself on the heavy weight on your 4th set? It's gonna make it difficult and you're not going to achieve the weight you want to achieve. So let's say you did 200 pounds as your 4 reps. If it was your 4th set, would you be able to do 200 pounds? Maybe not. Thus, you're missing out on that maximum benefit. That's why I like to do it. Mentally, it's also better. Now, we're getting ready for set number 2 here. And our set number 2 is 6 reps. Oops, I think I need more weight. That was my fault. So I need more weight. So when you're doing your second set, the sheet that I give you is going to calculate your weight for you. So you're just going to put what it says. Not that difficult, right? I think this is right. I wasn't even looking, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I think this is good. So here you're going to do 6 reps at this weight. So you've lowered the weight. So mentally you know it's a little bit lighter. So you should be able to handle it because you just did 4. All you're doing is adding 2 at a lighter weight. So that shouldn't really be a problem for you. This is what it takes, guys. Welcome to Intense 6. This is no joke. This is not for a beginner. If you're a beginner, do not do this program. Start with Forge, start with Prime, start with Chisel, no problem. Do not start with this. 6 days is too intense for you guys, okay? Okay, I'm ready. 6 reps. Let's go. You ready to go? Here we go. 6 reps. Get her done. 3. That's it. Beautiful. Now, let's set up for the next lift, where we are now going to do, you can probably guess the trend, 8 reps at a lower weight. I'm sure you get that. Sure you understood that already. 8 reps, take off weight. Now, there are situations where this program is not for you. If you're new, I told you that already, pretty obvious. Hang on, let me just check my camera, make sure everything's going okay. Okay, so if you're new, do not do this program. If you're injured or kind of injured, do not do this program, okay? It is intense, it's more volume. If you're gonna try to rush through it, if you only have a half an hour, don't do it. It's longer, right? It's a longer program. You might be thinking, what about rest days? You're gonna get a day off, of course, the week to rest. And in my program, on the 7th, I believe it's the 7th week, I forget, I don't have it in front of me, there's a deload week. So I tell you what to lift in the deload week. Deload week will take off a lot of weight, it'll take off sets, it'll be a faster workout. You'll go to like a half an hour, 35-minute workout instead of, 50 minutes or an hour, whatever it's gonna take us here today. It's a long workout. That's why it's called intense. It's not called intense because it's easy and we can breeze by. It's hard, okay? All right, now, every 7 weeks you'll have that deload and you'll totally get to relax, to recover. If you have a hard physical job, this might not be the best for you, or you might want to spread them out a little more. Maybe take a couple of days rest and just rotate through the workouts. So in 2 weeks, instead of doing 12 workouts, you could do 10 or something like that. That's fine too. Okay, now we're doing 8 reps, guys. Remember, you took off the weight, right? Now we have 8 reps. All right, let's make it happen, Kevin. Ready? 8 reps. Go. There we go, nice. Nice job. All right. Now we're gonna take off some more weight. Now this last one, as you could guess, is gonna be 10 reps. So, depends on how much weight you wanna take off here. You can do what the sheet tells you. I find though, the sheet is accurate, but it's very difficult at the 10 rep range, okay? If you can't get 10 reps at the end, it's okay. Let's say you get 7. Write it down, right? Write it down. And, you write down what you got. You can what I do is I highlight that cell as yellow to say I didn't get it. And I try to just do 1 rep better the next week, and then 1 rep better the week after, until I get my 10. That is progressive overload, okay? Or if you can't get many at all, let's say you go to lift your 10 and you get like 2 or 3, because you're just so heavy at that time, because you're struggling, then next time just lighten the weight, take off a lot, it's fine. It's not a hard and fast rule here. Your goal is to try to get as close to 10 reps. So if you try it with 150 pounds and you get like 2 reps, you know what? Take off 20, 30 pounds. It doesn't matter. The goal here is to try to finish, push through. It's okay. It's okay to fail, right? I gotta fix this microphone. I need a new one. Fail often, fail forward, okay? I'm gonna like the word failure, but the failure in the gym will show you what you have to do, how you have to push a little more, how you have to progress. And You're not failing. You're not really failing unless you give up working out. If you give up on it, say, oh, forget it, I'm done. I didn't lift it, then you failed. Just keep pushing through. We're looking at 10 reps now, guys. That's what we're looking for here. Okay? You ready to go? Should be pretty light now. You'll probably start to feel the burn after 6 or 7. Push through to try to get the 10. Okay? Here we go. Let's do it. Eight, 9, 10. Now, I'm a little lighter there than I normally go because I'm talking a lot and all that stuff. But hopefully you guys hit it. We're gonna set up now for an incline dumbbell press, okay? Now the incline press, you wanna be on 45 degree, 30 degree is okay too, depending on your bench, be in the middle. And we're gonna grab dumbbells and we're gonna start lifting. Now, this concept, we have 3 sets now, right? We did 4 of the last one, now we have 3. And on these 3, we're gonna do 6 reps, 8 reps, 12 reps. So the 12 is it's a jump. You're gonna feel your chest is going to be burning, okay? I'm not gonna lie, you will be burning, okay? But it's a good burn. So think about what you wanna start with, because your first set is 6 reps, right? So 6 reps is not that many. You can push it there, right? Okay. I like to just clean up a little bit here as I go. So think to yourself, if you're only trying to get 6, I could probably push the heavier weight. You could lighten it later, obviously, no problem. But let's see what we got here. Okay, you ready? We're gonna hit 6 reps, that's all. Good controlled pace, guys. Don't drop them on yourself here. Ready? Just like that, let's go. 1, just like that. You could explode up, 2, 3, slow down, explode up, 4, 5, 6, good, felt that stretch. Good job, good job. Put them back, take a break. You always want to be in control of the weight. Don't let the weight control you by dropping it, right? You're coming down, feel the stretch. You know, you don't have to go super slow like this, but it's control. You're always in control of the weight. Got it? Now, you can hear I'm probably getting over a little bit of a cold. It's a cold day, cold winter this winter. Minus 20 Celsius. It's cold out there. When I say Celsius, I'm Canadian, so Canadian, that's how we measure it. But it's cold regardless. Take your breather, guys. Take advantage of this time. Don't go do a million things. Don't wear yourself up by putting stuff away all the time and running around. Clean up. Rest. All that matters in this moment is what's your next lift, how many reps, how much effort you're gonna put, and what benefit are you gonna get, okay? So for the third, we're gonna go into our second set in a second, but our next exercise will stick with the flat bench press. It'll be close grip, so if you have the setup like me, keep this here. You might need to change the weight, but don't put everything away. Okay, you guys ready to go? We have 8 reps, grab a lower weight, go the next one down if you need to, or 2 down, it doesn't matter, right? And let's hit 8 reps, just like that. Right down, just like that. Great. That's it. Beautiful job. Beautiful. Put them back. Take a breather. Take a drink. Okay. You can even look at setting up your next lift if you want. You know, I know what I'm going to lift next, so I'm going to save myself a few seconds and get all ready. That's why I do it the way I do it, so it's a little bit easier to swap around. Now, if you're at a gym, you can't take up all this space. Totally understood. Might have to move stuff around. If you're building your own gym at home and you want to know what to get, focus on a rack, a cage, a rack. This is a half rack. It does the job too. I don't need a big cage. So if you want to know what the basics are, obviously, you need a bench, get a half rack or a full rack, whatever you want. Barbell with the plate series. If you're fairly new, you probably get away with a couple 100 pounds. 230, 260 is a good amount to start. And you can add to that, you know, as you go. This is what I would say is kind of the bare minimum. If you can afford a dumbbell set up to 50 pounds is a good starting point or a good point to go with. You can do a lot with that. I have 60, I have 70, but you know, if you want to start with something up to a 50-pound set, a lot of them go 55, no problem. Okay, now we're doing our third set. It's going to be 12 reps. Okay, are you ready? You should go lighter because this is going to burn. Let's go. 12. There's 6. 10, 11, 12. Nice. Now, if you're like me, you probably feel it burning. The chest area, the upper chest area. That's good. Let's get this bench back down, guys. Find the right place. I always do a test sitting, so I make sure it works good. Remember, on the close grip, you want to be, I like to be a little above the bar, my eye level here. Okay, because you're going to bring the bar down here instead of up here. You're now going to bring your arms a bit to your side. Okay, it's a great chest and tricep, great tricep workout as well. We're not trying to get the tris, but it's a good chest workout. I'll let you guys get set up. Going back to a home gym, what you see here is kind of the real good base. This is all you would need. As long as you have enough plates and dumbbells up to 50, you can build unbelievable body with just this equipment. I know I have a leg press, I have a lat pull down, whatever. It's great for rowing and things like that, but none of that's necessary. You know, this is all you need. This amount of space, you could do it with a small room even, like a 12 by 12 room or something. You would have the space, especially with a half rack. It gives you a bit more space. A full cage, of course, you know, is really intrusive. This even has a pull-up bar, so you can do your pull-ups. Okay, that's the minimum you need. You can even get an adjustable dumbbell set, even up to 90 pound dumbbells, adjustable. So, but I mean, the 50 is probably fine. But if you want my advice, if you're serious about it and you have the money and the space, invest in individuals. If you have to have the adjustables for space saving and you're really, really serious, like you really want to make progress, splurge for the 90 pounds or whatever they have, 80, 90, I forget. Splurge for the 90 pound adjustables. 50 is a great amount to have, but trust me, you'll advance past that pretty fast. 90 pounds, you're not really going to advance much further than that. maybe on your bench press, but outside of that, you're not going to need to worry about going heavier than that. I like to use the hundreds at the gym. The hundreds is the highest my gym has. I try to use the hundreds when I can, but even that, 100-pound dumbbells, if you've ever played with them, they're very, very heavy, regardless how much you can bench press. I remember I could, one point bench pressing, 260, 270, bench press 290 as my record. And even handling the 100-pound dumbbells was a challenge. That's only 200 pounds and it was still a challenge. So it's because they're individual. You have a lot of stabilizer muscles working. It's very difficult. Okay, you ready for a close grip? We're doing 6 reps. 6 reps, okay? You ready to go? Let's do it. Bring your arms closer to your side. You'll see. Let's go. Just like that. Okay? Bring the bar closer to your belly button. That's it. 5, 6. Nice. Good job. Now we're gonna follow the same pattern and we're gonna go to 8 reps. Same as before. So take some weight off, add a couple of reps. There you go. That's the formula. But the next exercise we do, it's gonna be a little similar on the rep range, but just a tad different. We're gonna start at 8 on the next exercise, but let's not worry about that for now. Let's keep our focus here. The next lift is 8 reps. Take a break, take a breather. Okay. Guys, if it's too heavy, if you overestimated your 1 rep max, or you overestimated your weights, forget your ego, drop the ego, drop the weight, okay? Let's say you were lifting 150 pounds as an example and you couldn't do it, but you feel bad because you're like, I think I should have been. Who cares? I don't care if you go down to 100. I don't care if you go down to 50. I don't care. Do what works for you, because from that point, you're being honest with yourself and you're gonna be able to slowly progress. If you're kind of lying to yourself, you're only messing up your own progress, right? So, okay. Alrighty, we're gonna get set 2 done. We're looking for 8 reps, guys. 8 good reps. Here we go. I like to put my pinkies where the knurling starts, so I get a little bit of grip because the middle area is a little too slick. So I get a little bit of a better grip where my pinkies on the knurl. Ready to go? We're doing 8 reps. Let's go. Nice. I think that was 8, actually. Pretty sure. Anyways, 8 reps is what you should be going for. Now you're going to strip the weights down and we're going to go to 12 reps. So you might want to take off a tad more in terms of ratio than you did for the first, because we're not only going up 2 reps, we're going up 4 reps now, right? We're going from 8 to 12. So when you went from 6 to 8, you were really only adding 2 more reps. So you didn't have to take off that much weight. Now that you're adding 4 reps, you might want to take off just a little bit more, an extra 5 pounds or 10 pounds more in ratio to what you did before. So as an example, I took off 15 pounds the first one. Now I'm taking off 20 pounds. Again, I'm talking a lot. Usually I lift a little heavier. It doesn't really matter. We're all getting the same thing done here. It's a good workout regardless. Okay, take a drink. We're going for 12 reps here, guys. This is the last set for this exercise. All right. You guys really feel good? Feel good? Feel strong? This is what it's gonna take. You will be sore in your chest tomorrow, even if you've gone light to figure out your weight. Even if you've gone light, you're gonna feel it. My hair's a bit of a mess. Anyways, who cares? I'm in the gym to get it done, not to look good. I don't care. Okay, 12 reps. Shake it off, shake it off. I think that's a Taylor song. Anyways, doesn't really matter. Who cares about Taylor or Kelsey? Super Bowl's coming up. Should be a fun game. Okay. You guys ready? 12 reps. Let's get it done, son. I lost count. I think that's 8. You know, kind of forgot about, lost track of count. That's just because I was thinking of what's coming next. I was thinking of what I'm going to say. Anyway, doesn't matter. 12 reps was your goal. Let's take the weight off if you have to. I like to keep things clean. That's just me. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into flat dumbbell flies. Okay? So, you probably all know what that is. I'm just clearing a little bit of space for us. Take a breather, guys. Okay. I'm gonna take off these safety arms, which, by the way, fantastic for when you're bench pressing and you don't have a spotter. They will save you. For me, it stops right at my chest, so it won't crush my chest, but it goes low enough that I can catch the bar. Okay, now we're gonna go into flat dumbbell flies. The difference now is we're not gonna start at 6, we're gonna start at 8. So we're gonna go 8, 10, 12. Instead of 6, 8, 12, 8, 10, 12. And the only reason is because we're getting into more of an isolation exercise. So going 6 reps, it's hard to do really, really heavy weight with proper form. So you can definitely go up with the weight with 8 reps, but you might even stay with the same weight for every set. This is where you have to figure it out for yourself. Okay? You gotta figure out, what weight am I gonna do? What weight feels good? Can I start heavier on the 8 reps or not, right? Do I need to drop down at the 10 and 12? That's what you gotta figure out. Okay, I'm going lighter, but just to show you guys, we're gonna start with the flies. 8 reps, you ready? Straight up, and let's go. Open it up. Just like that. Nice job. Okay. Now, see, you might want to do this. You might want to put them away, grab the next lighter ones, because now we're going to do 10 reps. You might not. You might think that weight is fine. You might think wasn't that hard, but it would have been hard to go up for that one. So you want to stay with this weight. It's really hard. You really do have to kind of figure it out for yourself. Now, I'm just gonna put this bar away for a few minutes over here. I don't have a need for it. Now it's out of the way. Okay. This is great, guys. Chest day. Build that chest. My chest is not as developed as I want it to. I think it's a genetic thing. I don't really know, but working on it, guys, working on it. And remember, I'm older, getting close to 50. You guys might be young out there. There's a long way to go. Keep it up. The consistency, is really what's going to drive the results. It's not so much the individual weight every set. Yes, you want to push yourself, but an extra 5 pounds here and there is not as critical as being consistent week over week over week. That's where the results come. Okay, you could use 20% lighter weight and be 100% consistent. And you will get better results than if you were only consistent half the time, but use really, really heavy weight. So it's the consistency that matters. And as guys like me get older and we get closer to 50, in our high 40s, you don't want to deal with heavy weight all the time, okay? You want to taper it. You want to try heavy weight here and there, but then you want to back it down just a little bit. You want to watch the joints, tendons, the bones, all those things. You don't want to tear, you don't want to pull, because then it takes longer to recover. Imagine if you pull a pec or something, you're out for months and months, and you're not going to be able to work out at all. How are you going to feel? I'd rather go a tad lighter and have the results take a little longer. Okay. Now set 2. I talked too much there. We're going to do 10 reps. 10. Ready? Let's do it. 10 reps. You should feel that stretch when you open up. 4, just like that. Okay. There's 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm just gonna drop down one more just to show you how it's gonna work here. Okay, now we're gonna get ready for our third set, which is the 12 rep set. Okay, get your water, guys. Get your electrolytes. After the workout, have your meal, high protein. If you can't have a full meal, grab a high protein shake. Right after my workout, I hit my body with 50-gram protein shake. Even if I'm gonna eat lunch soon, I like to get that in. I know it's a supplement. That's what the purpose of it. You're supplementing your protein. Okay. Take another 45 seconds, take a breather. Deep breath. This is day 1 intense. This is the chest day. Now, I label them day 1, 2, 3. You don't have to do them in that order. I'm doing that order because it gives your body a bit of a break when you need. Day 2 is going to be arms, for example. So that'll give your bigger muscles, your chest and everything a break. Then we'll hit shoulders, and then you'll hit the back, and then you'll get a break, a rest day, and you come back with the legs. So once you hit the legs, you'll have 2 days where you're not touching your upper body. You'll be in a good position. Or a day and a half where you're not touching your upper body. So I programmed it with that in mind. But if you really don't want to do it in that order, it's your world, I just live in it. All right? You are your own person, your own boss. All right, guys and girls, are you ready? Set number 3, we're going for 12 reps, okay? Controlled reps, let's go. 12, just like that. Nice and open. Nine, there we go. 10, 2 more, guys. There we go. Excellent job. Okay, we're done with the flies. Good job, you're probably feeling it. You're probably feeling sore. That's okay. Now we're gonna go to a dumbbell pull over, okay? Now, that's gonna work a little bit of the lats, but also the chest, the middle of the chest. It's a great chest workout. It's where you lay down and you hold it, come over your head. You'll see, dumbbell pull over. Just do what I do. We're gonna start in the same concept. 8 reps, first set, 8 reps. You can grab some a little bit heavier weight because you're using 2 arms, you have twice the help. And we're gonna do the same thing. 8 reps, 10 reps, 12 reps, going down on the weight each time. Or if you wanna stay with the same weight, no problem. No one's saying you have to lower the weight. But if you're going with the same weight on 12 as you are on 8, Maybe next time, do a little mark that says I can go up. What I do on my Excel sheet is when I don't hit a mark, I mark it yellow, like I said. So the next week I look and I see if I need to do something. And when I find it so easy that I know I can go up in that specific lift, in that specific set, not every set everywhere, I mark it as green. On my lift sheet, on my when I finish the reps, I mark that rep as green. So then when I look at the next week, I say, oh, because I'm not going to remember. So I say that week was so easy, let me raise it by whatever, 5 pounds, next one up, whatever. So let's say I'm using, like for this I'm using 50 pounds, usually I use 60. So for this I'm using 50, but let's say 50 is too easy, I put it in green. The next week I'll start with 55, you know what I mean? So, okay, doesn't mean you have to change all of the lifts in that series. It doesn't mean for set 2 and 3 I have to go up 2. You can pick just one, okay? Let's go. Nope, get a good grip, don't drop it on yourself. And we're gonna go back, just like that. Just like that. There we go, nice job. Tough when you put it back. Now, I'm gonna go down on the weight, but like I said, if that was so easy for you, you can stay on that weight. Then next week, go 5 pounds heavier on the first set. Push yourself just a bit, okay? Excellent. Set 2 now, so you should be dropping the weight. We're gonna go 10 reps, right? Okay. After the big lifts, after the bench press, this should be, I don't want to use the word easy, but it should be a nice change of pace. You should be pushing yourself, but it's obviously not as using as much exertion and force as a 200 plus pound bench press when you're instead of a 50 pound dumbbell. So it should be a nice gradual taper for the workout. So you should be enjoying the finish of it. Okay. All right. Good job. Stretch it out too if you want, you know, take something, turn, stretch out the little bit of the chest if you want, or you can do it like that, right? You can do it like that and turn, and you can stretch out that side. So right now, if you touch your pec, it's probably pretty solid everywhere, right? You're probably feeling it, probably solid up here now, probably solid everywhere. You probably feel it like, you're like, wow, I wish it could stay like that forever. Yeah, I wish that was the new norm. Unfortunately, you'll lose that pump, but over time, you're going to gain that size. Right, you ready for set 2? I am. 10 reps, guys. Okay, here we go. 10 reps, let's do it. Nine, 10. Okay, put this guy down. And again, next one lower. Now the last set, you guessed it, 12 reps. Okay, we're getting there, guys. We are getting there. I know it's long. It is intense. That's why it's Intense 6, okay? If you find this exercise too long, too hard, and you're kind of relatively new, go to Forge, go to Beast. It's a 5-day. Beast is a great 5-day routine. You only have dumbbells, go to Chisel. You know, so there are other options for you, okay? Go to Prime if you only have 3 days. I've built these so that there's 3, 4, 5, and now 6-day options for you. Sometimes you might want to rotate. You might want to say, I'm going to do 2 weeks of Forge, 2 weeks of Beast, you know, 2 weeks of Mass, and 2 weeks of Intense, just to get a variation. You're still going to get unbelievable workouts every time, but you're going to have a variation. So intense, it's going to be hard again. Then you might back up and say, okay, I'll go back to forge, which is a little shorter and a little more geared towards newer people, beginners. But advanced people could use it too. It doesn't really matter. It's just the weight you pick, right? Okay, this is going to be the last set for this guy. And we're hitting, you guessed it, 12 reps. How many reps? 12 reps. Okay, let's get it done. Move on. Let's go. I think 8, I kind of lost count. That's fine. 10, let's go, give me 2 more. There we go, 12. Sorry if it was an extra one. You think I'd know how to count that by now, but hey, nobody's perfect. Okay, now you can clear out everything. I'm just gonna put this guy back for now. No specific reason, just because my OCD is taking over here. And I'm gonna put this bench away because I need some space. And by the way, all the equipment I'm using, it's not commercial quality. It's home gym quality. Hence, it's not that expensive. I think, and this is Canadian money, so if you're in the US, it's basically free. So, I think the rack cost me $500. You could probably get a used one, especially in the US, a couple $100. This bar, I think it was $70, $80. I'm not using unbelievably expensive stuff. My plates are about $1 a pound. So, this setup right here, the bench was, I think, $150. I'm not using, you don't have to use the highest quality material. If you have the money, great. I'm not gonna lie, dumbbell sets are expensive, but this kind of stuff, I'd say $1,500 if you're on a budget, you could build a pretty damn good gym. Maybe $2,000 if you really want to go nicer stuff. So even this lat pull down, I think I bought it for $300 Canadian. It's like $200 US. It's really not that expensive, guys. So build it on a budget, be budget conscious, look for deals, use stuff, use equipment. You can find this stuff used for probably half the price. And you could build a nice gym for maybe $1,000 on a used budget if you get lucky. So of course, once you get into stuff like leg presses and everything, that gets a little expensive, but you don't need that. You just need this here. And this you could do this kind of setup for probably 500 used, 600 used, and this another 500. So $1,500, you have a nice home setup in a smaller space. Okay, enough of that. Last exercise, very simple, 3 sets of push-ups. That's it. Okay, and we're gonna do AMRAP, which means as many reps as possible. Okay, so you can't do exactly with me, but what I'll do is I'll just pick an arbitrary number, but you will keep going. So I'll do 3 sets of 15. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. I could do 3 sets of 20, whatever. Do as many as you can. If you're not very good at push-ups and you only get 6 or 7 or 10, no problem. You write it down. And then the next week, you try to beat that by 1. That's all I'm asking. If you do 7 push-ups 3 times, next week I want you to do 8 push-ups 3 times. That's it. Okay? So, remember, on a push-up, you want to come in like this. You're not like your arms on up here. That's no good. You want to be your arms should be on a 45-degree angle to your body. Are you ready to go? Let's get her going. That's 10. Okay, so I did 15. Usually I do a lot more, 20, 25, whatever. But we're doing 15 for this example because I don't know how many you do. You might only be able to do 10. Like I said, if you do 10, then next week, try to get 11. And you know what, next week, you don't even have to get 11 for every one. Try to beat one of the sets. Remember, progress is not about destroying your old records week over week. It's about that micro percentage every week, 0.5%, 1/4% better, just a little better. If you get one of those sets, say you do 10 reps and then you do 11 on one of the sets, you got 1% better. Sorry, you got 10% better on one of the sets. So instead of 30, you've now done 31. Is that a lot? No, it's not a lot, but it's an extra 3% better on that lift. And that's really what you're doing. Your goal here is to just get tiny bit better, fractions. Even if you get 0.1% better over a year, imagine you got 0.1% every week, right? That's 5% better. Is that right? Doesn't really matter. 50 weeks, that's like 5% better in a year. Imagine you're lifting over 5% better on every lift. I don't know, I'm not saying that's a good goal. I'm saying that it's better than zero, right? And imagine you do 0.2% better. You're now lifting 10% better on every lift. Instead of 200 pound bench, you're benching 220. Imagine that, right? So guys, that's what it's about. In the long run, that's what matters. It's kind of like losing weight. And I'll talk about that after the next set. Another 15. You ready? Let's do it. Have your fingers wide apart too. A little bit of stability. That'll help you out. Okay, there's 15. Good job. We only have one more set. This is going to be like a 51-minute workout. 50 minutes. So I was going to say it's very similar to losing weight. If your goal is to lose weight as well, it's not about having to drop 10 pounds a week here, or even 3 or 4 pounds a week. It's the tiny little change. Let's say you have a long way to go in weight loss. 30 pounds, 40 pounds, whatever you want to do. If you were to lose a 1/4 pound a week, which by the way is very little, no problem, that's easy. Everybody says a pound a week. That's fine. Let's just go extreme. I'm only losing a 1/4 pound a week. That's over 12 pounds. Is that right? Yeah. That's over 12 pounds a year. Okay? That's 12 pounds a year. 12.5 pounds a year. If you could just say, in 1 year, I'll have 12.5 pounds less fat and maybe 10 pounds more muscle. You might not weigh much difference, but I promise you, losing 10 pounds of fat and gaining 10 pounds of muscle, you will look like a completely different person. And what I just said there, if you're new, is very, very attainable. Okay, losing 12 pounds of fat and gaining 12 pounds of muscle, easily done. You could do that, I promise you, no problem in year 1, okay? And that would change your body composition. It might not change your weight, but it will change your body composition. Huge. You will not be recognizable. I'll say that. Okay, I promise. If you have questions, message me on Instagram, iron_element fitness. Message me, say hi, I want to talk to you guys. Okay, ready to go? Last set, best set, 15 reps. Do not quit on me. You gotta stop, pause for a second, and then finish, okay? We don't quit, we're not quitters. Failure is okay, quitting is not. Let's go. There we go. 15 reps and we are done. Okay. Thank you for joining me on the Intense Chest Day. You probably feel it. I'm good. I'm glad. Guys, go get some protein. Go take a drink. Rest up for a bit. You earned it today. I can tell you that much. That was a great session. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you follow me on YouTube, on this channel, of course. Comment on YouTube, like my work. That helps me know that people are engaged. YouTube, iron_element fitness. Follow me there. Message me there. Comment. I'd love to see what you guys think. Talk to me about your progress. You want some tips? Let me know what you want. I'll do a video on what you need, on the tips you have. No problem. All right? All right. Thank you very much for joining. I'm Mike. This is Iron Element. Keep lifting.